Oh, you smell really nice, actually.
Yes, you do.
I like take a shower.
So, oh, that's why. Oh, she had her monthly bath.
I did.
And turn it this way. There we go.
Fix this. It's been a while since I've worn this like anything on camera. Hello.
Hello. Look at this. She came to Vatican City just to see us.
I did. It's the first vacation I've had in the whole pandemic thing.
Yes.
Which is kind of nice.
Yes. So we are here to do another wonderful segment of Let's Get Weird with Morgan, which is the official name now.
I'm excited. That works really well for everything that we've been doing. Yes.
Hello, everyone is here, and yes, I cannot wait for this either. But before we do that, I have to bring on our special guest today, other than my special guest here right now, Lady Lucrezia. Hello.
Bonjour. Hello, everyone.
How are you doing?
Oh, so well. So it is hot out here in California.
It is hot.
It's early. It's early. It is not yet noon.
Oh no! That means we gotta cool off. So I have waited to pour this. We almost drank vinegar again.
It was exciting vinegar. It was red vinegar.
We sniffed the bottle. I learned now you sniff the bottle before you pour it and drink it. So we switched to a Bordeaux, and then I will pour your glass. And then Lady Lucrezia, do you have a toast for us ready to go for when? There we go.
Whoa. Oui. It's a toast that I've definitely used before and stolen from somebody else.
Please, I love to steal things. All right.
Here's to staying positive and testing negative.
Salud! Oh my gosh, it's a wrist. Look, it's a wrist. You can look me in the eye when you bang me.
It's been a long time since we've been able to do that.
Oh, this is better than vinegar.
That's really good. Ooh, look at those.
I'm definitely jealous of your Bordeaux. I'm having an Irish coffee this morning.
Oh,
that's good though. I love an Irish coffee. I love coffee in general.
We're trying new things. Look at this.
Yes. But I kind of realized after doing this for a while, because for a while I was just like, all right, Morgan's going to be super goth. It's going to be amazing. And then after a bit, I was like, you know what? I just came back from the New Jersey Renaissance Fair, and they had all these lovely fairies, and I wanted to be like a dark fairy, but I couldn't get a chance to do it. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to wear like a cute pink outfit. Things that Morgan would never wear. Seems appropriate for this show. So it works.
Yes, I just rolled around in the mud, and this is what happened.
Were you rolling in mud or clover?
It might have been both. Who knew that curly hair turned into dreadlocks so easily?
Well, yes. Anyone who's ever tried to wash curly hair, pretty much. So.
I was just going to say there was no hope for mine today. I'm almost there, Lucrezia. I tried to get it, and it said no. It's very humid here.
Just start teasing it. It will get there eventually.
I'm at the point. So I also have the curls now. I have to straighten and then curl. And today I was like, it would not work.
It is very humid here.
Yeah, normally it just goes. Surprisingly, out here in California, there's no humidity, so my hair just kind of goes.
Yeah, you're more in like a desert sort of environment.
It's very deserty here. It's not like.
But there is a coastline. You up until that coastline, it's just dry, nothing.
Oh, well, even on the coastline, you really it's just even drier because it's now all the salt. So it's just like extra dry.
You could ride a camel.
I could ride a camel.
Don't tell Sultana though.
Oh yeah,
she has a history.
It's a history with camels.
Anyway, speaking of things biting your boobs, I actually have a very naughty question. We might have to start with that today.
I'm all right with that. We'll start there.
Okay, wait.
Other things. Do I have to? I don't know how to do that.
Put everything right.
They got bigger in the pandemic a little bit, and then I'm like starting to lose weight, but they haven't shrunk yet. So now I'm in the perfect place where my waist got smaller, but my boobs are still huge, and I'm
trying to push them up, but
they're right there.
They're right there.
No, I had a wonderful conversation with my mother the other day. I told her, I was like, Mom, I don't know what you did to me, but my boobs just keep getting bigger as my waist gets smaller. What happened?
I think you're literally an anime character.
I think it's happening. You're morphing.
I'm morphing. I'm turning into, one of those. I'm turning into my mother.
She's my mother. Seen her a few times. Yeah, you're pretty accurate with that.
Yeah.
Speaking of our parents,
What was
choices.
the question you were going?
Bad choices. So I had to rephrase this question, but I will. It is nice, but you know what it is insinuating. We're starting off great.
All right.
All
I've
right.
not seen these questions yet. I just got.
So yes.
All right.
So if you could take a partner anywhere in the world for some good, clean fun, not at all. Where would it be and why? Like basically, like would you on Mount Everest? Would you? You know what I mean?
I did it in a prison once.
A conjugal visit?
I did it. I worked at Eastern State Penitentiary, and I happened to be dating somebody, and we. I said that I left my water bottle in the prison, and we like went back in there for 10 minutes and had a good time. And in an abandoned prison in Philadelphia, had the good times, and it was like fun and cool to say that I did it, but also terrifying. Absolutely terrifying because it was absolutely empty. No one was in there, and like
except on the ghosts,
right? And you keep hearing all these like clicks and noises and things dropping from down the hallway, and you're just like, please just finish quickly. Come on, let's do this.
It's the only time you've ever said
Yeah,
that.
I was like, come on, hurry up, hurry up. Where would I want to go? Oh God. I don't want to go. God.
I don't have an answer either.
Like a place with a really beautiful view. I will say when I went to visit Los Angeles for my honeymoon, I got to stay in this lovely, lovely house that was, oh God, what was her name? One of the former ladies who used to work with us, who was on the West Coast team.
Shoshi?
Yes, but what's her character name?
Shh.
I don't know. He was a really, really wonderful boyfriend who happened to not be around at that time, and he said, feel free to use my house. So we went and stayed at his house in the Hollywood Hills, and it was absolutely gorgeous. He had the best view I've ever seen, and I said, all right, I want to, like, if I could, I would do it in front of the LA skyline.
Oh,
That'd be fun. So it's like semi-voyeuristic, but not really. I'm sure other people in LA have done worse.
Just a beat.
This is a great answer. Going to Venice and taking a gondola. Catalina has already done that. I would say the Sistine Chapel, but that's just a Wednesday for me.
Do you get jealous if you're like looking up at the top of the Sistine Chapel and seeing all the people
No, because
naked?
I was not Michelangelo's muse. I was Botticelli's. So Botticelli is a lot better than Michelangelo. Don't tell him I said that.
All right. Well, all right. What about you, Lucrezia? Is there like a particular place you think it would be fun?
You know, so at this point, I feel like I've been most places. You know, I know that Catalina said Mount Everest, but I kind of like to breathe. But then that got me thinking.
You're pointing with your scary hair.
Like fingers.
If you're like the Scarecrow, sure. But
I'm Wolverine.
that's just a mess. All right. Well, give me an answer.
The not breathing thing got me thinking, you know, anyone could go anywhere and have, you know, good, clean fun. But what if, you know, we could do it in zero gravity?
Oh!
You know, and space is a little bit far off, but maybe in one of those capsules where people float, you know, for training and stuff, or just for fun. I don't know.
The question then is how do you get friction? Because if you're in zero gravity,
friction with each other.
Right. But if you, so say you're in zero gravity and you push off from the wall and encounter with somebody and spin around in circles, you're just, because there is nothing to stop you, you're just going to keep spinning forever and ever and ever.
Oui.
That's like the weird thing about it. So I just don't know how.
You have to involve Velcro.
Yeah, I feel like you'd have to sort of tether yourselves together.
Get rope, and then you can swing off of it.
Yeah, you can put on the rope. It's like a workout too, you know. You have
If
to edge those abs.
If anyone is a scientist and wants to answer in the comments how one enjoys a partner in zero gravity, please let us know, because I'm very fascinated.
Wasn't that a joke at one point that somebody said, oh, they're going to send all the women up into the International Space Station and so that they don't have sex with each other? And I was like, but they totally, you have a bad concept of what that is.
Just like pirates. Just men. Nothing but seamen.
Absolutely.
Good, clean fun. We don't allow women on board. They'd get jealous.
I would. I've sincerely, not intentionally, but I have sincerely fallen down a rabbit hole of a lot of like Avengers fan fiction where they're all hooking up with each other, and it's really kind of fun. I'm enjoying the heck out of that.
I've told this story so many times.
Oh, that one! No, not that one. No. There's much better stuff out there. There's a lot of Captain America Winter Soldier /fics. There's a lot of that because I don't know. Like two men from 1945 who couldn't express their love for each other until they, 70 years later got defrosted and decided to have a good time. All right.
They got defrosted.
They did though.
Or they got frosted.
Like a Pop-Tart.
That's good stuff.
I love how this is already the episode. I like that this is already, you're just sensually eating your strawberry, just going, We haven't even had any wine.
I drink faster than most people.
All right. So let me move on from this question.
Wait, you didn't answer.
Oh, well, I like the space idea. You know what I would do? I would do something dangerous. Like I would want to teleport us inside of like a tiger exhibit at a zoo, and it would be the same. Like hurry up! They're coming this way! Hurry up! Just see. If we die, we die. You know what I mean?
Or you could put danger to the zero gravity thing and do it while skydiving.
Oh, I'm changing my answer.
Ooh. I just saw a clip last night of what was it? The I keep thinking Fast and the Furious, and it's not. It's the other random action franchise that always has Tom Cruise in it.
Mission Impossible.
Mission Impossible.
Mm-hmm.
When they do the halo jump, and I was like, okay, I know he didn't actually do a halo jump, but he did jump out of a plane to film parts of that, and I'm just like, I know that you're the one underwriting all of the insurance in this, but man, do you really want to do this for yourself? Is this fun for you?
It is.
It's got to be.
And it's fun for people who would be doing it with him, too.
I bet. Ooh, God. Again, with
Mid-air.
the kind of friction thing. I'm sure that people have already done that at least once.
You would have a lot of access to your mouth because the wind's blowing it back.
Oh, Lord.
All of a sudden, I can fit more in it.
Oh, I forgot that. God, it's been too long since I've spent time with
Don't
you.
worry, I brought a banana.
Yay!
I'm so excited.
How many things can you fit in her mouth? That's going to end up being a question. Something.
That should be a question. How many things can Lucrezia fit in her mouth? Like, what's the most you've
You
ever...
definitely had several fans in your mouth simultaneously.
I think at Pittsburgh I had at least 5 like good sized fans in my mouth at some point.
Mm-hmm.
But it all depends on the size, it changes. If it's small things, I fit more. If it's bigger, I fit less. Or I fit more. I don't know.
You're skydiving.
It depends on how enthusiastic I am.
How many things can you fit in your mouth now? I'm
not,
curious.
Not many. My mouth does not do that kind of... I feel like Lucrezia is part snake where her jaw just unhinges as she's eating things. So like a whole...
There is that photograph of us eating like popsicles from, was it Alabama?
It was Alabama, yeah.
And we're all very impressive. We got them all the way down.
Did the best I could. I'm not very good at that, but I
Anyway, all right. Here's a well, this could get dirty too. If you were a cake, what flavor would you be? What color icing? What would have in it? I would be a red velvet cake, for sure.
I see that.
And there would be like cinnamon dusted frosting.
Ooh, that just sounds good.
Or like a Mexican chocolate with a little spice. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I feel like Morgan is a very like double chocolate with coffee made in it.
I was going to say, I was like, it's going to be a lot of chocolate, and it's probably I bet it's one of those cakes where you like pour the icing on top, like you don't icing, like a marble cake. So you pour ganache over the top of it, and it kind of hardens at the end.
That's
a few years ago, I probably would have had a very, very straight answer for this one, but now I am not so sure. I would say probably a strawberry cheesecake.
A strawberry cheesecake. I'd see that. You would be a cheesecake.
I would be.
Yeah, I really think you would be a cheesecake. That's probably
It would either be a cheesecake or like one of those it's like a croissant donut. You know?
Like a cronut.
Cronut, yeah. I'd be like a cronut in cake form. Because I'm flaky.
You say that like you're not in charge of your own team at this point.
I know.
You want to be flaky. I don't think you can.
She's responsible in the ways that matters, but then she'd be like, did I put on shoes today?
That makes sense. That makes sense.
What's my middle name? I have to write it on this hotel phone.
How many people did I get married to? I do not know.
I have them on my ring. There's at least 12 now.
You need to get longer fingers.
I know.
Run them.
Oh God, no! Don't put them on the ends of your dreads. That's creepy.
I just.
You can get so many more husbands.
I know. I just
you know.
It'd be fun threading them through things.
Oh my goodness, you could hide things in the back.
You're just gonna end up being like a secret Mortal Kombat character of just like things in your hair that you can like attack people with.
Well, I mean, I used to do that before. Whenever I used to go to work, I used to put my hair in a bun and then I'd stick a knife in it. I'd use it like it looked like a chopstick.
Did she work?
I did restaurant, I think.
Oh no.
Hey, you never know what's going to happen.
Threatening to stab people.
Oh my goodness, so many people. Yeah, no. So I would say like cheesecake with cronuts all over it.
Oh yes, like little ones sort of.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. With a side of like tutti frutti ice cream.
Yeah, probably.
On the sides.
Or like cake. What is it?
Well, like birthday cake.
Birthday cake ice cream.
Yes. I do love that kind of. I don't know how they get it flavored that way, and it's always perfect.
Or like the kind with the fruity pebbles on top.
Oh, yes! You are a fruity pebble.
Fruity pebble.
There's a box somewhere, and I've not seen it, but I think a friend of mine posted about it, that there is a box of cereal that is like every combination of cereal, and it's like a Loki cereal, and it has Loki on the front, and I was like, what? Yes, it's a real thing somewhere.
Just every cereal.
It's like Frosted Flakes and like Fruit Loops.
Oh.
And something else too. There were like marshmallows in it. I was like, what is going on?
Oh, the Lucky Charms.
Yeah, all right. I think this, it's like a combo cereal thing, and then it has Loki on the box. I was like, I want to try this, but I also just want the box.
Mm-hmm.
Time travel.
Time traveling. Oh my goodness. All right, one more question, and then we are going to go into a brand new segment. I'm so excited.
Well, it's a brand new part of the segment.
No, it's a new, yes. Thank you for, I need help. But I feel like this is going to be, I'm curious. I just want to know what your favorites. We're going to do that. I feel like that's going to take forever if I do that question. We're going to be on this for a long time, probably. I have a question that's going to divide us.
All right, so favorite.
So I'm going to ask favorite cryptid first.
Oh. But wait, before, question mark. Before we go into it, what's a cryptid?
So it's any kind of creature that is sort of unexplained, like the Loch Ness Monster or Mothman or anything.
Mothman.
Okay.
Chupacabra.
He's back there.
Mothman.
I mean, we know my answer, so.
I don't know why you like Mothman so much.
It's because of the song. It's because of the YMCA Mothman song. I heard it, and I was laying on my bed when I heard it, and I laughed so hard I fell off my bed. There was a thump. It was 2 a.m. There was a thump, and people I live with are like, "Are you dead?" And I'm like, I couldn't breathe.
It's Mothman. You can't possibly understand.
Like they were gonna call like the ambulance for me because I couldn't breathe and I was on the floor.
I don't have a particular answer, but there are some really fun ones. Like, I don't know if you were with us, Lucrezia, but I know that Beatrice was with me when we went through West Virginia and we stopped at a rest stop that was about, like, there's a cryptid in West Virginia that say might be an alien.
Ooh.
That might have been me.
All right, you might have been there too. Look, we were going through that.
Beatrice, it was with me. Let's be honest.
So yeah, it was a I don't remember what it's called, but it's some kind of weird cryptid in 1950s West Virginia, and you can find it. I think it's along like Route 70 or something. So as you're driving, you cross over this area to get into
that. The Mothman?
No. There's
it's
another
different one.
It's a different one, and it's aliens. Somebody saw like a aliens land in a particular. I'm going to look it up while I'm sitting around.
Sure.
At some point. Sure. Yeah, aliens landed, and there were these big, tall creatures. They didn't have wings or anything, and they haven't been seen since. It was like in the 1950s and then they were gone. But a whole bunch of people saw it all at once. And it's some obscure small town in a corner of West Virginia that you have to cross through after Pittsburgh before you start going across all the rest of the states on the way west.
Interesting. Yes.
I'll find it out. I'll find the info. So do you have
one
cryptid, Lucrezia?
Does a vampire count?
Yes, it can.
I guess it can. Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, like Chupacabra is like a vampire for goats.
Oh yeah, too. Oui.
I thought you were all set. I saw the look on your face, and I swore you were about to say Lady Beatrice. I swore.
No, that is so true. That is.
She is kind of cryptid.
She's definitely my favorite cryptid.
You never see her.
I think
She's
she's
got a flogger just walking around. I feel like the secret is that she turned her flogger into a helicopter plane. She just spun up into the air.
The problem is the sound that she would make is like this highway, and there's like this creepy thing that walks around with big boobs. And it's like this woman, and she like lures you to her car, and then like she whips you, and that's like her cryptid state. But the problem is like, what did she say? And all she said is "what," because she makes the sound.
She does. She has to do that.
She has to go "which" when she uses her whip. So it's like the sound. We hear it in the bushes, like in the cornfields. All you hear is "which." Scatter. Just with her little feet, just skipper.
And she wears green, so she would probably blend in with a lot of foliage.
I hope she's watching right now.
I'm going to talk to her at some point. I do see her emerge from her hiding places every once in a while to play Starfinder. And I tell her about these kinds of things every once in a while. She gets a kick out of it.
I'm going to receive a message. Talking about me?
Everybody let Beatrice know. If you know who
she's probably mid-show right now, and all of a sudden she starts sneezing.
I'm a cryptid? What?
I've seen clips of her new show. She lights her ass on fire.
I believe that.
It's amazing. And I actually did have to ask her at one point. I said, I'm sorry if this is a terrible question, but how much of that is you and how much of that is padding? Because it doesn't really look that different. And she's like, I can't believe you would say that, Morgan. I'm like, I'm sorry, you always had a big butt, but like, can you tell me how much of that is like, fire retardant padding? And she's like, it's not much. I'm like, all right, I figured that.
I thought she was saving money on like estheticians, because you're like, it's gone.
Oh no, I would not want to light myself on fire for that.
It feels like you're on fire. Anyway, moving on to the next question. Oh no, wait.
We're gonna do the thing.
We're gonna do the thing. All right, are you so excited? I'm so excited. All right, Lucrezia, you have never had an episode of this, so it's Let's Get Weird with Morgan. Yay!
And nobody sees these offside because normally I have like a whole bunch of notes
on
a separate screen. I don't care. It came with me.
All right.
So today we are going to talk about the Jersey Devil. Woo! So it's weirdness, but this is. I've never researched this. I don't think I've heard things about. Oh well, it's this creepy kangaroo-looking thing that flies around in the Pine Barrens, and I did not know how extensively this goes back, and also how much it's really related to not only South Jersey but also Delaware, Pennsylvania. It's a lot longer and wider spread than I ever expected. All right, so the legend begins in the 1700s, and I'll go into detail later a little bit about what people think it really is or how the legend really got started. But it occurs at sometime late 1730s. So before America is America, they're already coming up with this legend. And the idea is that there is a person, so it's either a Mrs. Shrouds from Leeds Point, which is a place in New Jersey, or it's a Mrs. Leeds herself, which might be near Estellville, New Jersey, which is near Atlantic City. The idea is that there is a person somewhere near Atlantic City. And the most famous version of the tale is this woman had already had 12 children and became pregnant again. And she said, if I must have a 13th child, let it be the devil. So she supposedly either gave birth to a normal-looking child who then gradually turned into this creature, or she gave birth to a devil that was a creature that was born with wings and cloven hooves and all that kind of stuff. And then, as the legend goes, after the child left, like, I guess they tried to maybe raise it as a normal child, but after the kid left, she was still trying to take care of it, even though she had maybe cursed herself to having a devil as her 13th child. She still took care of it and gave it food, and it would come fly home every once in a while.
Oh God. It's like ye old Khaleesi.
Yeah, I guess. And the classic definition of, and we do have a picture of it. The classic definition is it's supposed to be about 3 feet tall and have a long face. Oh, that's kind of fun.
Hang on.
I don't know if there's ways to do this.
Nope.
That's a great overlay. You should keep that.
Probably. Oh, I did the thing. All right.
Ooh, you did the thing.
Did the thing. All right.
So they really aren't, it's supposedly born in 1735, and then you don't really hear anything about it until the 1800s. So starting at around 1800, 1810, you actually start to get people talking about sightings of seeing this devil in varying places. There's a couple of really fun things. So in 1817, Joseph Bonaparte, who used to live in Bordentown, and that was freaky to me. I had no idea.
Wait, like Napoleon Bonaparte.
Yeah, his brother.
Interesting.
His brother, who was a former, the King of Spain before Napoleon got deposed. He put his brother on the throne of Spain. After Napoleon was deposed, moved to the United States to hide for a while. And he was, I think at one point he was also in New Orleans, because there was a Bonaparte that lived in New Orleans.
Is that the one? This is a really nerdy ass.
I'm going to do the best that I can.
Is that the one that apparently, what's his name in War and Peace killed?
That I don't know.
Who was the guy that was stooping the wife? That's everyone in War and Peace.
Yes,
Hang on.
that's everybody's.
Never mind. Never mind. I will ask your husband this question when I see him next. He won't know.
He will know.
All right, go ahead.
So,
Sorry, that was a really geeky ask.
In the 1800s, Joseph Bonaparte moved to New Jersey, and he had 1,000 acres. And at one point in 1817, he was hunting on his acreage, and he supposedly encountered the devil and took a couple shots at it, but nothing happened. And there are conflicting reports that either he shot it, but it was not affected, or he just missed entirely, because this thing was really weird. But he described it as being about 3 feet tall, with wings, and a very long face, and just sort of running around, scaring the hell out of his dogs. There was another person whose name I did not get, who I think in the 1840s was a naval captain, and he had gone toward Atlantic City to check in on his cannonballs. That's a thing. He was asking for more cannonballs to be made. He wanted them manufactured, and apparently, as he was at the docks, he saw the creature off the coast and shot a cannonball at it, but it missed, and then drove the creature away. It just seems like
with a cannonball.
but like, why are you shooting a 3 foot tall creature with a cannonball to begin with?
Because
Like,
he was very proud of his
I guess he was like, well, I might as well test them. I'll shoot at the Jersey Devil. Why not? Then in the 1840s, it was there were several livestock in I think this was in Burlington County. There was a period of time where, for a couple of months, livestock were getting hurt or injured in severe ways, and they could not figure out what was doing it, because the bite marks were very strange. Some of the animals were dying. Like they just couldn't figure it out. Weird tracks were being left, so they blamed that on the Jersey Devil as well. And then this is my favorite, and then we'll get into kind of what people really think. In 1909, from January 16th to January 23rd, newspapers, and this is newspapers all over the place, so not just in Burlington County, not just in Bordentown, not just in New Jersey, but also in Delaware, in parts of Philadelphia, and all the way into Western Maryland, were publishing stories about sightings of the Jersey Devil. That apparently it was being seen over the course of that week all over the place. And it, let's see. The Philadelphia, this is what the best part. The Philadelphia Zoo at one point offered $10,000 in 1909, which is not a small amount of money to sneeze at. But they offered $10,000 reward for the capture of a Jersey Devil or for the corpse of Jersey Devil. And all right, there was a particular man, his name is Norman Jeffries. He was the publicist for a small museum? Yeah, Arch Street Museum in Philadelphia. And he got together with a friend of his. And I do not know how they did this, but they found a kangaroo. And they glued wings and claws to a kangaroo and brought it to the Arch Street Museum and then called the Philadelphia Zoo to say, we found one, we found a Jersey Devil in 1909. Now, first of all, I kept thinking like, all right, well, maybe a lot of people in 1909 had never seen a kangaroo before, so they might believe it. But it was still just like, how did they find a kangaroo? And then what kind of glue are they using to glue wings to a kangaroo? And then like, all right, but really, are you thinking that you can convince people that this is the Jersey Devil? You stuck wings on a kangaroo and said, ta-da, there it is. It's a wallaby. It flies.
They use Gorilla Glue.
Yes, I'm sure they did. All right.
That's the invention of the Gorilla Glue.
So
you know you're here in person. You can hit me.
No. That was actually very clear. Thank you. It was fun. So that's like kind of the basic legend of stuff. And it's still been seen off and on since like the 1950s and 60s. Even now in the varying Pine Barrens of New Jersey, there are still people who claim to have seen it. And there's whole societies dedicated to searching for the Jersey Devil and trying to find it. But I keep thinking like, all right, so this thing was born in 1735 and it's still alive now? That seems kind of ridiculous. But at least with Loch Ness, you expect it to have like, all right, maybe there might be 2 or 3 of them and they have a small mating population that's just keeping them from dying. But this just seems really outlandish. So the thought is, in the 1700s, and this is really petty, Benjamin Franklin had a political rival that lived in Atlantic City, and his name was Dennis Leeds, I think. Let me see. Daniel Leeds. And Daniel Leeds was a loyalist sympathizer who was very tied to the British Crown. Thank you, Daniel. And he apparently he said some mean things about Benjamin Franklin, or they just had a lot of rivalry. So Benjamin Franklin started to call him the Devil Leeds. And throughout the 1700s, he referred to him as the Devil Leeds. And Daniel did have a wife who had, his 3rd wife had 9 children. His 2 other wives had died in childbirth, unfortunately. But there was the idea that maybe part of the reason that his wives had passed on was because he was secretly the devil in disguise, or he was against a lot of the Quaker population, which was not only a big deal in Philadelphia, but also in parts of New Jersey as well. So it was kind of ridiculous. So that's where supposedly people think that things got started. Erin, great question. Supposedly they're like bat wings. They're supposed to be kind of, I don't know, sinuous and whatnot. But the other thing that people think, the reason why this legend continues to perpetuate, is people think that they are actually sandhill cranes. And we have a picture of that too. That's a sandhill crane. They're very tall. You see a lot more of them in Florida, so they're not very common in New Jersey, but they do migrate up here. And they are about 3 feet tall with very long faces. They hiss and click their beaks. They make some very strange noises.
Like Beatrice.
Yes. Sorry. She's decrypted now.
He's gonna hate us.
Yeah. Oh no!
He's like, now you think I'm the Jersey Devil? First I was a cryptid, but
yeah. Yeah, so people think that it's like sandhill cranes that have diseases that if their feathers start to fall off, they still look really creepy looking. And they've been seen continually since the 1800s. So there you go. That's as best as I can get it. The Jersey Devil, and in 1938, it was declared the only state demon in the United States. I feel like West Virginia should get on that, though.
Right,
the Mothman should be the state demon. Oh, that was the other thing. So I also brought up this picture. You will see sightings of the Jersey Devil in, what is it? exit 8 or something off of the turnpike, they put together a new thrill ride at Six Flags. That is the Jersey Devil coaster. So that's the where you can find the Jersey Devil today.
Ooh.
So that's it.
So you're saying Benjamin Franklin might be responsible for the Jersey Devil?
Yeah, actually. And it's so funny because I read through a bunch of like actual websites that are dedicated to the Jersey Devil. And they're like, oh, we still think it's real. And then I normally don't go to Wikipedia for these things. But then I looked on that and they said, all right, no, here's an actual historian who can say from the time period based on all of this stuff that this is probably where it really comes from and why it was such a big deal and why it started in the 1700s, but nobody saw a Jersey Devil until like 1800. Like,
so the funny thing about the Jersey Devil is for some.
I didn't mean to do that. I just throw it behind me, but it's a piece of paper.
So the funny thing is, I for a little bit of time, I lived in New Jersey, in the Pine Barrens, off of Leeds Point Road.
No way!
Did you ever see anything?
I mean, I never personally saw anything, but we used to go hiking all the time in the woods, me and my sisters, because we had all these like biker paths behind our house. And if you went far enough, you would come across a lot of like old cottages that were mostly destroyed. So it was like very haunted kind of thing. So I mean, there was always people saying that they saw things or they heard things. If you were out at night out there, you would definitely hear things.
Oh, sure, yeah.
But I mean, me being rational was always just like, that is an animal.
I have to say, I was out the other night, and it was not quite the Pine Barrens, but almost there. If you've never been to the Pine Barrens, it is terrifying at night.
It's creepy.
It's very scary at night. I mean, because literally all the trees in New Jersey, like in that area, they're pine trees. So they're very tall, no branches. So it's like the dark forest in Harry Potter.
Yes, and the pine needles, they make like this beautiful cushion on the ground, so things can sneak up on you.
Yeah, you can't.
Like there have been times when there's like a deer like right here, and I'm like, how did you sneak up on me? But it's a bed of soft pine, so like anything can creep up on you, and you would not know because you can't hear it. And there was I was hearing this noise, and I was like, what on earth is that? It was the biggest bullfrog I've ever, but it was echoing because it's all you can see right through the pine trees. So it was like echoing off the trees, and instead of like a like bullfrog noise, it was like. It was horrible. It sounded like a bear or something. And they're like, no, it's this little bullfrog. And I was like, are you kidding me?
So the first time when I first moved there, I had no idea that we had wild turkeys.
Oh my God, they're enormous and they're so aggressive.
And they're huge and they're enormous, and they loved going on our lawn. And I mean, I was quite young when we moved there. And I just remember hearing in the middle of the night these sounds like, and I was like, what the hell? I thought, that was me. My unrational mind went, the Jersey Devil is in my backyard.
It was just Lady Beatrice going.
No. So about a week later, it was in the middle of the day, and I hear it again, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? And I go to my backyard, and there's a turkey standing on top of another turkey having sex.
Yep.
And that is the sound they make when they are having sex. I was like, what? I live on a breeding ground of turkeys. Great. I thought it was a Jersey Devil.
I mean, thank goodness. But yeah, animals make surprising noises. I still remember I was in upstate New York, and we were playing a LARP game at night, and I was walking around kind of an unfamiliar property, but I knew where the lines were, and the horses that were on the property were making these really terrifying noises, just sort of like, I was like, what the hell is that? And somebody had told me that there were like coy dogs out there, coyote dog crosses. And I was like, oh shoot, is it, there's a dog out here that's like a wild dog? Do I have to defend these children behind me from a wild dog? But no, it's just this horse being like really upset that I was there.
I thought this conversation was, what noises? It's like, hello kids, what noises do animals make when they mate?
You ever had like a
the bullfrog goes brrr.
Have you ever had like tortoises mate?
I think you have made me like
because they just go Like, it's just terrible.
It sounds like when Lucrezia laughs so hard.
Yes! I was waiting for that. I was like, that's my whole goal. Is to just make her squeak like a balloon, slowly losing air.
You just need to go around.
Oh, wait!
Are you screaming goat?
Oh.
Screaming goat in back there?
I do. His name is Clyde. I use him for my D&D games. He's a character now. Anyway, now is a good time for a commercial break. All right, so here we go. Woo! All right, where's my commercial break ticker? All right, so I still have a fundraising auction going on. If you would like to win this beautiful portrait made of yours truly, please bid on Facebook, Instagram, or Discord. If you need more information, please let me know. All proceeds of this go to Women Against Abuse. And there's a new episode of Cucina Catalina up, and I make tomato salad, and I get tomatoes all in my hair. And I left it in because it's very funny, and I smelled really nice. I make a mess, and it's on YouTube. So feel free to watch that. And if you're not subscribed to my YouTube, please do so, and make sure you ring the little bell thingy, because I put up videos twice a week, but also I put up things randomly for no good reason other than they're entertaining. And I was bored. So there's a lot of weird stuff there as well. Also, there is new wine mixer merch. Finally, it took this long. So there is 15% off of your order with code Contessa 5 if you would like to purchase. This is the women's tea. I also have a men's tea, and they come in all sorts of different colors. And on the back, it says "Stay Spicy." So there's that. What else do I have? Oh, yes. Every Tuesday evening this month, catch me on Nat 21 Adventures playing D&D live. I'm like joined your league.
I know. I'm so excited that you're coming in.
So it is twitch.tv/Nat21 Adventures, and you get to see a very fancy bard dwarf. I'm a massive dwarf. Half dwarf, half orc.
How is that?
You don't want to know the family history.
I don't.
No, it's very scary. Very hairy scary. I have a nice beard. Anyway, I buy the name of Salami. So, and I sing songs. This is very exciting. Next week, we have an episode of Musical Third Friday. So on the 18th, live at, I believe, 8 p.m., it is the Ladies of Chase Treasure, including the one sitting next to me. And if you would like to vote on the songs, either go to my Patreon or Chase Treasure's Patreon. That's where you're going to find all of that information. I never threw this up. Hey, look at that. I know what I'm doing. What else? But yes, either patreon.com/chased treasure or patreon.com/Christina Koya. Someone's eating a banana, so that makes me think it is time to head back for the final questions, because I'm very interested in whatever is going on right now. But I feel like I'm going to make you sad because
it just disappeared. Look at that.
Yes. Oh, wait, hang on. We have an actual veterinary technician.
Oh, I'm curious. All right.
Who has a fact for us. And she says, llamas are one of the worst because the males are like ducks.
Oh, good.
I can only imagine the noise. Tina, you fat lard. I'm sorry, people called me that in high school.
Really?
Yes, because the llama from Napoleon Dynamite's had my name.
So you had to do that when I had a mouthful of banana.
We're just waiting for you to squeak, and I don't know.
Yes,
I didn't.
No, don't choke to death.
Don't choke to death.
Then you'd become a cryptid.
I become a cryptid.
Watch out, Lord Beatrice will get you.
You know what? All right. We've got a lot of talented artists in the comments. So here's the thing. Some of you could probably find some old pictures of Beatrice. I would love for somebody to make Beatrice into a cryptid. But like a Jersey Devil sort of cryptid. So it's Beatrice with a beautiful face, but then she's also got these like bat wings and then like, I don't know, claws.
So nobody tell her we were talking about her.
Yeah, it's just to be like, hey Beatrice, guess what? We turned you into a harpy. Are you excited?
I really hope that she is performing a show right now and moving continuously.
Her ears.
I'll ask her like next. I think we're going to start playing again next week. So I'm like, hey Beatrice, did you watch Catalina's wine mixer? No, it was on stage. Oh, all right, never mind.
You know what? She usually does watch, so she probably is working. That's exactly what's happening. No. All right. Oh boy. Oh God. This is going to divide us, and I know
I'm
this.
curious. All right.
But the question is, vampires or werewolves, or Team Edward or Team Jacob? I know. I know, it was the way it was phrased, but I'd like to know the answer.
My sister actually read all of those books, and that was like our bonding thing for a long time. Not that I liked the movies. The movies had great soundtracks.
Yes.
Really good music
Very good
came
music.
out of those movies. But that was our bonding thing for a long time, so that we would go see them whenever they came out.
Aww. I mean, I know your answers.
Mine?
Mm-hmm.
What? No, not necessarily.
Oh, I'm curious.
So I like the whole thing is like I'm a vampire,
Right.
but the funny thing is, vampire and werewolves are not at this crazy divide. Most of the time, they get along great. Most of the time, they really like each other, and vampires are very often attracted to werewolves.
Oh! See, now that makes a lot of sense, because I would consider myself, if I had to be one, I would definitely be a vampire. I'm not a werewolf. However, which one I would pick, I think werewolves are hot. I don't find vampires
It's
attractive.
it's the
Vampire
same.
men.
It's the same thing. I mean, what you have to understand is it is a very, very animalistic. They both are very animalistic. So even though vampires generally stay in human form and werewolves do not, they both have very similar aesthetics. Generally, the werewolves are a little bit furrier.
Yes.
That's about it. Other than that, they're very, very similar.
I guess the impervious to bullets and things, but they all have weaknesses. I don't know. Yeah.
Funny thing, vampires and werewolves, depending on the theory that you're going with, both have an aversion to silver.
Right. Yes. I have heard that.
That's why your jewelry has to be platinum. Obviously.
No, we all did that. All right.
That's my new move. I'm gonna do that in all the shows now. All of a sudden, I turned into my aunt.
I'm so sorry.
I think I would go with vampires pretty much across the board. I'm just like, I appreciate werewolves. I've written stories about werewolves. I think they're kind of fun. But the idea of completely, what I've read, they usually completely lose control in their wolf form. Versus like vampires who are overly in control. Like it's almost like
Until they lose control.
right. It's almost like a blood dominatrix kind of thing. I knew you would choke, and I'm sorry I did that while you were drinking. But like they are ultra in control of everything that's happening. That they have like the mind bending
Blood dominatrix. Watch out! Beatrice.
You
sorry.
turned Beatrice into a succubus.
Well, I would agree with you, Morgan. I would say, even though like I'm a vampire and I find vampires very attractive, but they're very high maintenance
Mm-hmm.
because they are very, very self-centered and they're all about their looks. This is
Yes,
just
and if a vampire man would be too much trouble, and I want to be special. You can't be special too. So if you got a boy in flannel who likes belly rubs and Scooby snacks, I'm there.
That makes sense.
Belly rubs, flannel, and Scooby snacks.
So my dog.
Yes.
My dog that's bigger than me now. He's 145
Which, by
pounds.
the way, every episode should feature your puppies and your cats.
We had a little baby puppy here this morning too because
Oh.
a friend of ours just got Vulcan's cousin.
Oh,
Vulcan's little cousin. She's a little 10-week-old, and she looks just like little Vulcan. It's so cute. They're best friends. But, we visit her like once a week.
and you have two of them now, right? You have Vulcan, and then there's another one.
No, we just have Vulcan now. The little one, she had a heart condition, so we just had her until that. So yeah.
Big dog. If you haven't yet to see Lady Lucrezia's big dog,
Huge dog.
his head is like the size of her shoulder width.
It's bigger than my head. It's
Yes,
bigger than
he's
my head.
enormous, and he is a big baby.
He's
I
very.
mean, if you want me to try, I can try and get them in here, but that might take a second.
That's all right. Here, I will do this, and I will ask this question. Look, go ahead. Hey, speaking of, what is your hidden talent?
Normally when this comes up, I tend to like rap. That's like the thing that I do.
We have time until Lucrezia gets
I
back.
guess.
You don't have to.
One of the things that I've been doing of rap recently.
I mean, or we could talk about our new episode of Musical for Friday.
What the Friday?
Did you think of what songs you wanted? I believe you sent it.
I
You
did.
didn't
So
really yet.
mine are already up. I think they're on the Chase Treasure
Yes.
Patreon.
Yes.
And then just came up with 8,000 different names that aren't the right one. Rosaline. Because I was like, Beatrice. No, not that. Rosaline has her stuff, I think, on our Facebook page. So she put it up on our social media so that people who aren't on Patreon could still participate.
That's smart. That is very smart. And mine is going up on my Patreon. Those of you who are subscribed or want to subscribe, and I'm going to let you select my songs, which is always a great idea. I'm not putting Menomena up. You know who you are. It's not happening. However, yes, thank you. All right.
Thank you, Tommy. All right. Is there a dog?
There's a dog. Vulcan.
Oh, yay!
Baby,
God,
baby.
he's so big.
Baby.
Look at the tongue. Oh, he's doing a look. Oh,
I love it.
He's so sweet. He's so much calmer than the last time I saw him.
Oh no, I mean he's 2 now. I can't get my camera any lower, unfortunately.
Well, that's all right. Look, he's so. Oh, what a sweet boy.
Come up here. Are you tired? You want to come up here?
Lucrezia, I think
It's too hot.
if you do this, anyone in the world would jump up.
Yes.
Wanna come up here?
Do my boobs?
Come here, my boobs. Come give me my boobies.
Look at the boobs.
Please, someone make a gif of that. Give me my boobies.
Tommy Abbott has done very, very well of being able to draw out specific clips for that.
He has
21.
made a gif of an episode of The Wine Mixer before,
Oh.
where one of our guests was petting another guest's long wizard beard, stroking it very sensually, and I have that gif now, and it's my favorite thing. That is a North American house hippo.
Yes.
You should see him when he yawns.
Oh, I'm sure.
I nicknamed him Sharky Face for a reason.
So, Lucrezia, other than inviting people via boobs, do you have a hidden talent?
Hidden talent. Oh, I mean, I already did my Chase Treasure talent. But
That is true.
Right. I think a lot of people would be surprised to know that you were an expert in ballet for a long time. You
Yes.
did point shoes.
I mean, yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
That's a talent. No, it's true.
It is. It's a
You are a more graceful dancer than most.
Yes.
I mean, I would say, oh, you know what my hidden talent is? I know what my hidden talent is that I'm a pro wrestler.
Oh,
That is also true.
I'm very excited to see where that goes. I mean, I'm also not excited because that means I have to make a whole other West Coast team. But I'm very excited for you and your career, and I'm very happy for you.
It's so exciting. We're going to see you do that.
It's fun, it gives me a chance to do all my stunt work and also slam people on the floor. It's very cathartic. It's very cathartic. When you just pick somebody up and you're just like, ha!
It's like a Borgia party. She would know.
I would.
Oh, so Lucrezia and I are sort of related, if anyone didn't know
Right,
that. Through
yes.
marriage, a couple of different families, but yes. She was named after the Spanish side of her family, Italian Spanish side, and so was I. So there you go.
This is just so creepy. That's just. I mean, it's lovely and aesthetic, and I don't mind it. It's just
There's so many of them.
touching people with them.
Seeing the tail ends come at the camera
Yes,
is different than having it just in person.
Right.
Yes. All right. I think there is. Was that the last? That is the last question I have for you today. Unless you'd like to do some raps before we go.
Oh God, I don't even know. I did Lil' Kim a couple of times, but it's
You
been
did.
a while.
It's all right. We'll have to do it in the next one. You owe an entire segment
I owe a segment of rap.
of rap.
I would gladly do that. I need to get the lyrics right. That's the thing.
Yes. I know. I threw this at you. So I want to say thank you so much to everyone who has joined us for this wonderful episode. I do want to thank everyone who is part of my Patreon specifically, but also my extra spicy sponsors. That is Wookie, Gunnar, Robert, L, Kyle, F, Phil, I, Brian, G, Emmy, R, and Anton S. I'm tongue-tied. I had a lot of wine. And a special thanks to my top sponsors, Marco, Danke, and Tommy A. You are the absolute best. Thank you so much once again. If you would like to take part, patreon.com/Christina Koya. Also, patreon.com/Chase Treasure. Pick one, join it, give us love. And is there anything that you would like to advertise very quickly? Anything? Buy the book if you haven't already.
Yes. And we do have it on Audible as well. So now it's
There you go.
Dare by Melissa Lee. That's my pen name. You can find it on Amazon. You can find it on Audible. Also, we have a Patreon that's called Quill and Quote. And hopefully this week I'll be able to start putting more and more things up there again. And we're on Nat 21 as well on Thursdays. So if you like Nat 21, please find us on Creepy Thursdays. We're wrapping up a campaign about a cryptid, kind of. We were searching potentially for a cryptid in Michigan, but that's turned into a much more dense thing with witchcraft and trolls and all kinds of scary things that have been happening. So, Gothic horror gaming on Nat 21 on Thursday nights.
And Lucrezia, anything from you?
I mean, if you want to see a bunch of Ren Fair performers doing Shakespeare and other plays, you can check out Pick Your Poison.
Yes!
I love you.
We are next doing a Midsummer Night's Dream, drunk. It's Midsummer Night's Drunk. We'll be doing it while being very drunk. It will be on in July, but it's going to be a lot of fun. There's a bunch of Ren Fair performers who are part of it, and we always tend to hire a lot of Ren Fair performers since it's 2 Ren Fair performers who own the damn company.
Yes, and it's spectacular. If you have not seen one of these yet, I highly recommend. They're very entertaining.
A lot of fun.
Yes.
But yeah, go to the Facebook, Pick Your Poison, and we'll be putting up tickets probably in the next few weeks. So check it out.
Very exciting. And I have anyone? Would you like to make a toast on our way out? Anything exciting? Anything funny? Anything ridiculously stupid? That's usually what I do.
Here's to the toast. Here's to remember all the important things and not forgetting about how many days in a week there are.
That's good, especially while you're drinking.
Yes.
Oh, look, you looked me in the eyes and you begged me.
Making it weird.
And I guess also to Beatrice, the cryptid.
To Beatrice the Cryptid.
Someone make that drawing, please.
Yes.
I need to see this.
So until I see you again, everyone. Until I see you again, everyone, stay safe, stay happy, healthy, and remember, watch out for Beatrice. Have a great Sunday. I'll see you soon. Bye.